guys, Limbo here, and today we're doing another episode of BeamNG Drive, but this is a special episode because it's the start of a new series. It is called Vanilla versus Modded, where we take vanilla cars and we take modded cars and we put them to the test. And what we're doing today is we're going to go down a rally track that I've created in the Utah map in BeamNG Drive, and we're going to test these cars out. We are going to see who is out of the two teams are fastest and who out of the two teams can survive. If they don't survive, how far can they get? So we will start off with the first contender, which is a modded car. And I just got to get that lined up pretty good like that, and we will start. 3, 2, 1, go. Now I'll show you around this track as we go along, but this is a really good track. Just making sure not to make it too wide this time, because we do not want a crash, because a crash means time that we will not gain back. So we will... That was close to losing some time, but over the first water crossing we go. Wow, this car is really fast, this car is amazing. I can't see it, I can see it beating the other ones, but we'll just have to wait and find out. And I don't even know the times, because I'm not timing this at the moment, but I will time it, and I will show you the finished product of the time when in editing. But oh, that is a very big stuff up, but I keep it on the road, and I've got to just keep it, slam on the brakes to try and get round, because this car does not do very well. And I'll pop the tyre, that's not good. And we go around this corner here, and we've got a bit of a straight, but we've also got a bit of a jump here. So we will see, we handle that jump very well, we handle it very well. And now we're just going to make sure we turn the corner. And we've got to make sure we go out a bit wide. Well, we go out a bit wide anyway, but we want to make sure we stop in time for that. And then up the final corner. Oh, we take that final corner very hard. And here we go, up the final straight and across the line. Wow, that was a good time. I'm pretty sure that was a good time, but I will show you now. That looks like a very interesting time, and it's a fast time to beat. So let's go on to the next round, or the next car. Right, here we have the Cheerier. So what we're going to do now is we are going to, well, do another round. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Hold on, I'm out of that view. Hold on, let's try that again. I'm not doing first person. So 3, 2, 1, go. Off we go. This car handles a little bit better than the modded car, I must say. It's much better at handling the corners, and it's prepared itself for what is to come. Oh, take it a bit too wide out there. That's gonna cost very big time, and it can get out by itself without having me to node grab it, so that's pretty good. And off we go again. The node grabber takes time as well to try and fix that. Try and fix the car anyway. There are no resets in this series, or not supposed to be anyway. I might change that rule, but you never know. It's the start of the series. Things will chop and change. But oh, that is not good. And we're over. Well, we have to node grab out of this. Oh, it's taking some time changing out of the gears, but wow, that's gonna increase the time by a long way. I'm just trying to slow it down a little bit just so we can get around the corner, stop flying off the curves. There we go. Oh, that's not good. The Cheerio is not having a good time. But it's still persisting, and it's still wanting to go. Having trouble making around that corner because I wanted to go a little bit faster around there. And now we have the open straight to the jump. Takes it a bit easier on there than the modded car did. This certainly will lose to the damage report anyway, because the modded car has a lot less damage to it than this, because this Cheerio has hit a lot of rocks. Here we are around the final corner, and up the final straight, and across the line. Whew, there's a lot of stuff up there from the Cheerio, but I seriously think the time may be a little bit better, but here it is on screen. Whew, can't wait to see those results. So, let's go on to the next competitor. Right, for our next competitor in the modded team, we have the Mazda RX-7. Now this one's a little bit slower than the last two cars, but I think it will have a decent run because of it being a little bit slower. It will have a lot more time to turn those corners. So, let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1, go! And off we go. You can see what I mean about the slow acceleration here. It can just take its time a little bit more. It is just a wonderful car, and I think it's a good mod, and you should go down and get it because it's a great little car just for doing little challenges and things. As the saying goes, slow and steady wins the race. So it's not slow, but it's steady and slow. But it's gonna win the race. Well, how would I know? I wouldn't know. This is all just predictions. So it's going quite fast here though, over those bumps. That tree is a actual tree, that one, as we saw with the Cheerio. And it's trying to gain traction going up the hill, but the hill didn't really want to do anything. And here we are, over a little crest here, a little bit more of a bump. And then we get a bit of a bad bounce on that exit there on that hill. And hopefully this car will be better at stopping down the hill. No, it won't. It's not very good. None of the cars have been very good on that hill, on that little descent there. Oh, we had to slow down real slow for that, just because of the nature of that turn. And here we go, speeding up for that jump. Here we are. Over the jump we go, and oh, it's a big bounce from that jump. But as this slow car is slow, it will have less damage, well, supposedly. And here we go, over the last water crossing. Oh, it does not like these water crossings, I don't think. Wow. It's been a slow run, but it's been a very careful run. As we round the final corner, scraping the edge of the car on there, on that hill, and here we are, final straight and across the line. That is a very interesting run. Now, I'll show the time on screen now, but look at the damage. The only damage we really have is the front bumper trying to come off. Nothing else looks to be very damaged. So, let's get on to our final car of this episode. Right, for our final contestant, we have the Hiroshi Sunburst, a classic vanilla car for rallying in this game. I couldn't pass the opportunity to drive this car on this little track that I made, because it's just an iconic car for this game. So, well, let's test it out, shall we? Here it is. 3, 2, 1, go! Off the line we go. It's a lot faster than the last one we had, but it's just an amazing car. And right off the bat, we do a little bit of a drift off the start. It's a very, very fast car. And it's not going to take any survivors, this one. It's going no holds barred. It's gonna have to slow down for this little first crossing here, just so it doesn't end up in the rocks. And it's a good save from that. Oh, a little bit of a bump there, but it is taking no survivors like I said. But here's a little bit of a slide. It's gonna thread the needle through there, go up a bit on the hill, on the side of the hill there. That is going to be a save and a half. Now here we are over the bump, and we've got to slow it down, but it's got a little bit more of a bump there. And let's see how it copes with the little downhill section here. It's gonna brake, but it's not going to get around the corner very well. And then, oh, misjudged that corner a little bit there, but that's alright, that's alright. With the speed, I think it's going to be a very close race between the both teams. But we do have to look at the damage on the cars, but I don't think the damage is going to do anything. I think this is just going to be all times. And hopefully this will be a very interesting result for both teams. And here we are, slowing down for the final corner here. We are going to do a bit of a drift around there, hit the top. This is going to be the decider. Oh, we're going to have to node grab it. That's going to take a whole lot of time off. And that's at the final straight. It's going to be close. But well, I will never know until I edit this video what the times are going to be. So, wow. That was a very, very hectic finish. But still, no damage on the Hiroshi Sunburst. But you got to think, you got to take into account the Chariot as well. So, on damage, I think the modded cars have won that. But let's see who wins the time, because that's what really counts.